Welcome to our edition of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on Central Kansas. Alright, got a couple things going on today. First of all, if you recall, we were talking about doing silage. This episode, I got my New Holland 8970 ready to do some silage, although I've discovered a problem. The problem being is, I checked to see whether this trailer would actually work with chaff. I'm not surprised that it doesn't, because it's a grain trailer, not a chaff trailer. So that does lead me to an interesting situation, which is I don't have anything to put the chaff into. So we are going to have to make a purchase. And I was going through some of the different purchases we could make. And I ended up choosing the West Silage Trailer by Sam N. Now, I haven't used this one before, so I figured I would use it this time around. Now, this kind of leads me to another issue, which is I don't want to have to pull it behind the trailer just for well, I guess you probably wouldn't pull that behind a trailer, let's just say that. So, I'm going to get another tractor. Now, I'm looking for a smaller tractor, basically something I can use just to pull that trailer specifically, and maybe some other small little tasks around the farm. But we don't want to spend too much money because we don't have $29,000. So these ones, while they're cool, they're slightly out of our budget. So is this one. Even it's 51 horsepower even. Not really worth it. So these are the ones I was thinking about. That's definitely an option. They are good, and also this one would be a nice front loader, so in case we wanted to use, actually it doesn't matter actually because we have the Bobcat. Huh, that's funny. What other options do we have available to us? These ones are a bit on the pricey side and they don't work with course play. What other options do we have? That is just a little too big, a little too ridiculous. Kirovitz is not happening. Massey Ferguson. This one actually has a front loader one as well. Why do I keep looking at front loader ones? Jeez. 25,000 for 105 horsepower. Or that's 200 horsepower for 64,000. What to do? I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the massive. Oh, there's this one actually, which is 145 horsepower, but that's like 30 grand more. This is the new one that just came out on. This one just came out on FS-UK just not too long ago. It says the Massey Ferguson 6480 is the perfect tractor for any medium farm with its 145 horsepower engine. So this, 105 horsepower for 25,000. Money-wise, it's not worth it. Money-wise, you're better off going with one of the Fords. But from a diversity standpoint, so technically we already have a New Holland Ford sort of idea. We don't have that many options in terms of smaller tractors. This is always the problem. I don't want to get these because these are just not my style at all. Let's just take a quick little peek in front loaders to see if there's anything that might jump out that would work. No, unfortunately not. Nothing in here that really jumps out. And I'm a little reluctant to get the Fords because I have gotten them before. Let's just get the Massey Ferguson. Who cares? We'll get a John Deere eventually because we already have a John Deere combine. We'll get this Massey Ferguson right here. 105 horsepower, 25,000. Sure, why not? That does leave us a little shy though. Let's just tab to the new. So the reason why I got another tractor is mainly for the use of. This is a quiet tractor, wow. Oh, there it is. I was like, I barely heard it start up. The reason why I got a new bigger tractor, another tractor, just so I could do two things at once. And this, actually, I don't know if I have ever used this one. I think I had this at the beginning of the Modern American Farming map. That's funny. No, I had the other one, actually, which is 145 horsepower. Anyways, this is a Massey Ferguson 6260. It does have a front loader. You can put the front loader on it, but I actually don't have that mod installed, strangely enough. This is the West trailer, done by Sam and Modding. That's funny, you can see it right there. Nice trailer. Silage trailer. So the reason why I got this was because it actually is pretty cheap. Let me just show you. Comparably, it is $15,000. Does grass, chaff, and silage. So technically, I could use this with a kid forage harvester as well. Technically, and it holds 26,000 liters. So the fact that it holds 26,000 liters is only 15,000. Pretty darn good. So that's why I decided to get it. Let's just drive over here. Whoa. So that's what I was talking about with the roads. I don't know why, but the roads are really, really funky on this map. But it's only getting on the roads. It's not the actual roads themselves, but just getting on the road is really strange. And I have no idea why. Anyways, the reason why we're doing a little bit of silage here is because we want to. We basically want to do a little bit of silage so we can get our pigs going with the total mixed rations there. We actually need to think about that as well. Perhaps I should have bought a mixing station or something. And I want to use this Pottinger. I don't think I've ever used this thing. Mainly because I would always buy something bigger. But I figured, well, what the heck, might as well use it. So this is kind of like the kid forage harvester, kind of. Except the kid forage harvester, it doesn't appear like, it doesn't seem like you would use it for corn. So I figured, why don't I get this one for the corn itself. So let's just go ahead and set this guy up. We're at the northwest, heading east. Let's just pick up this course and generate course. I'm not going to do a whole field. That would just take for a long time. But I'm going to do maybe 2 or 3 loads. We'll see. There we go. Start that guy up. And I figured I don't do this silage like this very often. So I figured, what the heck? Let's do it. Ooh, look at that crazy texture there. So let's just try and adjust the speed here a little bit. This seems a little quick, actually. Maybe I should tone him down to something more reasonable, like, let's say 8 kilometers, 8 miles an hour. I still think that's a bit quick, mind you, but there we go. That's a bit better. So anyways, I figured I'd do something a bit different, try to do silage a bit differently. Eventually what I will do is I will probably start using the Class Jaguar 980. That is the idea I was thinking about. I know I have to keep an eye out for North American forage harvesters, but that Class Jaguar is pretty darn good, so I'm a little biased in that regards. Is there anything special I can do with this? I can add a weight, apparently. Key 9. That's probably for my tractor. Yeah, okay. That's cool. I can dig that. Anything else? Show tractor information. You can adjust the trailer height as well. So let's just see. You can adjust it with, I think I said this. Oh, wow, so you can. That's pretty cool. There you go. But the funny thing is, in this circumstance, see those roads? I don't know what's up with that. I have to go this way because I just want to stay off the crop, but I don't think it really makes a difference at this point. But I'm pretty close to him, so it doesn't make a difference. Technically, you'd want this board on the other side, but if it was a person driving, that's the way it would be done, probably. That's my guess, at least. And he's getting away from me. So I'll probably, like I said, I won't do a crazy amount of this just because I don't want to use all my corn up for that. But I do want to make a little bit of silage this way. Just because, you know, change it up a little bit. Have a little bit of fun with it. This is something I don't think I usually do. And I've never actually used this Pottinger before, but it actually is a pretty nice little mod. It's not even a mod, actually. It's from the standard vanilla game. I just don't use it. That's what it boils down to. And I actually wasn't sure if it was going to work like this with Courseplay. But as you can see, it definitely does. I could technically Courseplay what I'm doing right now as well. But for now, I'm going to do it just because I want to do it. I just don't get a chance to try this very often. Not that I don't get a chance, I just don't do it very often. That's what it really boils down to. But I like the fact that you can put a little weight in the front of this thing too. It looks good. Alright, so we're going to do... This is going to take a while. I think it might be faster if I drive. And have the truck do... Oh no, here we go. I might have just been that first pass or something. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to do this like maybe 1 or 2 loads, and then we're going to use the combine for the rest of it, so we need to bring that over here as well. But this is how we're going to make silage this series. I'm not going to make any silage. We're going to try not to make any silage with grass. That's what I'm going to do with corn, which is going to be kind of interesting, actually. It'd be kind of cool, actually, if they made it so you could plant, you know, corn for silage or regular corn sort of idea. That would be a neat little feature that they could add, but of course it's not in the game. Maybe it will be in 2015 or whenever they decide to release the next edition of this game, but the problem is you have to find a whole bunch of mods again, which is always the problem, right? Finding the good mods. But I've actually never... I think I only ever tested this particular silage trailer out, and I never knew what it was like, but it's pretty solid so far, actually. Whoa. I like it so far. I think I might only do 1 trailer load because this is going to take forever. Just saying. Especially if I have to do it all. And I think, because I think just the way the course play set it up, it's only 2 meters, but I think, I don't know why, but it's like missing, because it's not getting all the corn, basically it's going over it. I think it's just so narrow that, let me just check, what did they set it to? Yeah, 1.8. It's just the, like, because it only does like 1.8 meters, it kind of looks like it has a bit of overlap there, and it's only one way is actually getting a good amount of corn, or silage I should say. This way, the way we're going right now, obviously we're not getting very much. So as you can see, 2,000 liters of corn only gave us 8 pigs, and now they're out. But we have 14,000 liters of liquid manure somehow. That's the other thing we need to deal with this episode, as well as dealing with the pigs a little bit. Making sure they stay on top of things. So for example, making sure they have water. We can't do anything about the straw situation yet, but we'll get around to that. Alright. Here we go. Okay, I guess that's not so bad, I suppose. I thought I was going to miss that huge chunk there, but he doesn't miss all of it, so it's not so bad, I guess. Eventually, I think what I'll have to do is I'll have to go looking for a good forage harvester. One that's better, let's say equal or better than the Jaguar 980, but honestly I don't think I'm going to find anything that's not class, at least. Anything I find that's going to be a forage harvester is definitely going to be class. Just because they, in terms of mods at least, they seem to be pretty dominant on the forage harvester. I know there are a couple John Deere forage harvesters, but they look a bit silly. They look like they're a rip-off of something else. I don't know if it's true or not, but it just looks that way a little bit in the mod scene. But not 100%. Actually, Craft Farms mentioned to me the other day about how there's a new swather on LS 2013 I should check out. Well, he mentioned it, and I took a look at it. It looks alright. It looks like it'll be an interesting mod to have a look at. Does this have in-cab sound? I don't remember at all. Alright, so this is 60%. This is taking longer than I thought it was going to take. I guess I'm used to a much bigger forage harvester, I guess, and that's the reason why this seems like it's taking forever in comparison to what it would normally take, I suppose. Now the question is, should I put it over by my farm or should I put it in the BGA here? Because we could theoretically sell some of that silage that's already there. It does seem a bit cheaty, but I just forgot about it, so it's there. I think there's not very much there. I just made enough just so I could blanket it, basically, and that was it. Nothing more than that, so. Like I said, though, the only way I'm going to do silage is only with corn, so. I'm not going to make any grass silage. I will use grass, obviously. I'll have to use it for the pigs and the cows eventually, but for anything else, I don't think I'll really need to use it. 70%. Okay. I'm just going to stop this guy here for the time being. I'm going to hop into here and get this guy started. Because I do want to use the corn for other things other than this. Alright. Let's unfold that. And because we're still on our property and it's not too narrow here, I don't feel too bad driving around with a header on. I suppose you probably wouldn't do... Oh, is that really just the size of the longer? Yeah, we'll just do the BJ then, because that's way closer than this right here. Yeah, way closer. One thing that kind of throws me off is, like, why is the manure bunker in the cow facility there? It's not, like, even though it's there, it's not a really good location because the location is, like, basically at the end of the field, so if you want to stick a conveyor belt in there or something, that's okay. That's what went through my mind, at least. It wouldn't be too bad, so. Alright, so I'm going to set this guy on his way, and he will probably fill up pretty quickly. Ah, nice and quiet. I love how quiet this thing is. Alright, let's put this guy in group 1. So we're going to fill up this trailer and then we're going to stop doing this because it's not as efficient as I thought it was going to be. Not with the current setup, at least. I would have to drive the New Holland, basically. And then have a course-blade dude who do what I'm doing, just because it's not efficient setup the way it is at the moment. So, but we should be able to finish up this trailer load right now. So we're going to fill up this, and then I will switch over the New Holland to overloading, just because we want to overload that stuff. And the other thing I was thinking about is potentially getting the Kid Forage Harvester for grass as well, which we could just go put directly into. Should be able to put directly into this west trailer, I think. I think I tested that once and it didn't work as well as I would have liked, but it will eventually work. Alright, so we're at 88%, 89%, 90%. Not quite, but as you can see, this is a 72%. Good. So I'm going to stop it there. That's probably not quite enough for a blanket, but... Oh, I know it's not enough for a blanket, but... We want to get this show on the road. So that's about the same amount I used last time, actually, which is kind of funny. So what I'll do next time is I will, if I need to make more silage, I will set up course blade differently, I suppose. Alright, so we're just going to drive along the road because on the road it's slow. I guess here we'll have to drive on the road, but I think this is the okay part here. So that's the Pottinger. This is not a mod at all. This is actually just vanilla stuff, or regular farming simulator. I just never used it, so I was like, hey, you know what? Let's give it a go. I like it. Looks cool. Actually, I had another mod I had a look at. It was a pretty interesting mod. It was a John Deere silage trailer, like a one I would see in North America here, and you would pull it behind something like this, and it looked cool, but the problem was, well, the concept was cool, but the actual look was not so amazing, unfortunately, just because of the way it worked out, I guess. But it was really interesting because it unloaded super quick. Like, it would unload in, like, 2 seconds, it seemed like. I don't know why, but it definitely did, and it was super cool because of that. So, and instead of unloading like a tipping, it would unload like with I guess it would be a conveyor belt floor, I guess is what it would be like a floating floor, a moving floor, a walking floor, whatever you want to call it. Choose your poison, so to speak. Oh, that's a big field of grass right there. Did not even see that. For some reason I had, in my mind, the grass was way farther away, but it's really not. Okay. That is not bad then. This little spot right there slows you right down. Alright, so let's set this guy up to John Deere S690i, drive course. And let's just have this guy request the driver. Perfect. And let's hop in our Kenworth T100. K100, not the T. Don't know why I just said T. It's because I'm used to driving the T800. This is the K100 though. I do like the way this thing looks though. It's got a cool look to it. I like the, I guess you might call that baby blue maybe? I'm not sure. It's a nice color. Alright, so let's just set this guy up here. That should be good. And he'll go find his way over to the other field. Excellent. Bye-bye. So, that'll give us a little bit more corn, which we can sell. We do have a little bit of corn right now. 27, actually. 27,000. Maybe we'll have to save it for now. The other thing, as I mentioned, was looking at the Kid Forage Harvester. Let's get this guy out of the way here. See, he's definitely going to be in the way at some point. Let's just drive him over here. So this is a nice. I like the tires. I like the tires on this trailer for whatever reason. It's different. All right, how much do we actually have here? It's probably more than I think it is. Oh no, it's only 58,000 liters. So it's 600,000 liter bunker apparently. So, so the only reason why I'm putting this here is because check this out. Isn't that ridiculous? That's the one thing I remember about this mod is the way it unloads. It unloads very quickly too, actually, but it just looks so funny. Actually, that looked pretty nice. The hydraulics in there look really good. All right, so because I was thinking about the grass situation, I was considering about the Kid Forage Harvester. We actually don't have enough money for the Kid Forage Harvester at the moment. But I think if we were to sell some, I don't know, let's just borrow some money. We'll do it that way. So we need, let's just do that. So $28,000. That'll give us a little bit of extra room. Now you might think, Ian, why are you getting the Kid Forage Harvester as well as the Pottinger? There's a good reason for that. And the reason is, I just don't think, so this is my my justification for this one. This does grass. That's the only reason why I'm getting this one too. It turns it into chaff. Now I could technically use this to do what I just did with corn, but I wanted to change it up a little bit. So I'm only going to use this for grass basically. That's the only reason. That's the only thing I'm going to do with this. If I need to do corn, I'm going to use the Pottingers because it's cooler. For corn at least. This one doesn't look like it would do corn in real life. It probably would, but in my mind right now, for whatever reason, it doesn't. But I'm sure you guys will correct me and say, yes, Ian, it actually will. So, anyways, let's go ahead and buy the Kid Forage Harvester for the capability of grass. So we can keep our pigs topped up. So let's just drive over the road. Yeah, I don't know why. That huge ledge right there. Let's just leave this trailer here. There we go. Let's go grab the Kid Forage Harvester. Might as well hop back in the road. I forgot how much I like this tractor. I don't know why I don't use it more often. You see a fair number of Massey Fergusons here in North America. Well, in Ontario at least. I can't speak for all North America. That's huge. But I see a fair number of them. Not as much as Case, for example, and not as much as John Deere, but a good number of them. Let's just say that. Now, one of the downfalls, actually, with the Kid Forage Harvester is it doesn't work with Courseplay, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why it doesn't work with Courseplay. I think it's just because it doesn't recognize it as a implement of some sorts. That's my guess, at least. So like if I try to put it into fieldwork mode, it doesn't work. So let me reiterate this one more time. This is only for grass. I'm not going to use it for corn. No, wrong map. So this is only going to be for that. So I do actually have the same implement in the Glen Malure farm, which is funny. But heck, this is such a useful implement. It's hard not to have it every single time. Like if you watch most of Dirtever's stuff, you'll see almost every single time he will get this particular implement because it is just that cool. Now, this is what I'm not sure about. I don't know if this is going to work together. I'm pretty sure it will, but sometimes it's a bit silly depending on the mod combination you have. Alright, let's just get this hooked up. A little bit further. Alright, so for chaff, it will definitely pick up chaff. But I need grass. So let's just make this the moment of truth. Is it going to work? No. See? That's the problem you run into sometimes. That's unfortunate. And I don't know why this trailer doesn't accept it. Like if I change it to chaff, no problem. See? Change it to grass. It's like, oh, we don't accept grass here. One of the problems. See, the thing that really throws me off is if you actually look in the description of the mod itself, it will say accepts chaff, grass, and silage. So I think it just accepts a certain type of grass. So like if this grass were windrowed, I think it would work, but not in this circumstance. So well then, that does present an interesting problem because I don't have something that will work for what I wanted it to. That's going to be annoying. Well, what other tippers? This one will work, but what's the point? What I might do is I might just mod this west trailer so it accepts it. I know it's a bit cheaty, but it says it's supposed to accept it, so I don't understand why it doesn't. So for now, I'm just going to leave this guy here. Because I don't know what to... oh, actually, I do know what I can do with him. Don't know why. So what we'll do is I will probably just mod this trailer so it accepts grass, because that's silly that it doesn't. But the problem is it accepts grass, but like I said, it's probably like dried grass, not grass straight cut like that. So if that's the only reason I think of why it doesn't. So it's just that particular type of grass. So I just need to go into the XML and change that. All right, we do have enough money for something else I was going to buy, which is it in tippers? No, I don't think so. It is in not tippers, Ian. Why do you keep looking in tippers? Where are we here? This little guy. Let's buy this. Let's go pick it up. Because we need to give our animals a little bit of water. So it doesn't matter what animals we have or we're going to use. We're going to need some anyway. So just keep that in mind. I don't know why that road, man. I'm telling you. Goes all over the place. Alright, so we're going to get a little bit of water now. I don't know if there's any water on this map. No, there is no water on this map at all. The only reason I say that is because this particular mod, I believe you couldn't get water from somewhere. Like if you put it straight into the river or something, you can just fill it for free, I believe. Which would make sense, right? So those of you who've never seen this trailer, this is a water trailer. Pretty big little water trailer, actually. 19,000 liters, I think it is. $8,000, pretty cheap. We don't have any... Yeah, I don't... See? That's a little annoying. Maybe I should slow down more, but it seems strange that I would have to slow down that much to go over. It's like I'm going over a curb or something. Like, it makes no sense at all. Is that water there? I don't know. I don't think I've ever filled up from something like that, but let's find out. I get the feeling this little trailer right here beside the seed is probably water. Just based on the way it looks, but let's straighten out here a little bit, and then is it? No. Just looks like a water trailer. Okie doke. Good to know. Yeah, I don't think there's any water on this. Maybe there is, and I just haven't found it yet. I don't see any. Is the chickens? No, no. Maybe it's on this side over here. Nope. No. That's for sheep over there. It's the cows. Yeah, there's, wow. I guess they expect you to have your own little water setup. There must be water on this map, I just cannot find it. I'd be a little surprised, not gonna lie to you here. Alright, well, this does put us in an interesting situation because now we have $1,800 and we're still short on cash. Yikes. So maybe I won't do this at the moment. Not what I was intending to do, but we're a little low on cash at the moment, so gonna have to deal with that. That's what happens when you buy tractors and do extra things that you probably shouldn't, but oh well. Alright, so this brings me to this situation. Let's hop in the Ford here. Wow, he's like half done already. Jeez. I don't know why that. Someone please tell me if that's the way this truck actually starts in real life, because I get the feeling it wouldn't do that, but maybe it does. I get the feeling it'd probably just go vroom and start up, basically, as opposed to dinging first. But I guess that's supposed to mean like, hey, this is you start getting into the car and starting it, I suppose. Is there water over here somewhere? Oh, there's water. Okay, there is water. I thought so. I'm like, I was like, it seems a bit odd that there wouldn't be any water on this map. Just, it's in a secret location apparently, right in front of your house that I can't find. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is going to sell a load of silage because we have a little bit of silage there. Might as well sell a little bit of it, take advantage of it, so we can basically give our pigs a little bit of water, basically. That is what we're going to do. Alright, I do like this. This trail looks really cool, but the one thing I found with it is that the texture of the... right here, I think I've mentioned that before, it looks a bit funny. Other than that, pretty funky looking trailer. It's even got chains and stuff hanging on the front. That's cool. So we're going to go ahead and grab the Bobcat, because we don't have this is the only front loader we have, basically. So we're going to grab the Bobcat. That means I need... well, might as well toss this guy on here too. It's a small tractor, right? 100 horsepower tractor? That's probably a small tractor. Just means I don't have to drive everything over there separately if I do it this way. Actually, I probably should put the Bobcat on first. Let's just do that. Do you have a group, sir? Probably not. There we go. So what I'm going to do probably between this episode and next episode is I will, there's no probably about it, I will change that west trailer so it accepts, so that it accepts just straight grass, as opposed to not accepting grass like it does right now, or I should say doesn't. There we go. Let's get up there. And... you probably wouldn't do this in real life, but... well... probably without the conveyor belt on it, but that conveyor... I don't have anywhere else... any other way to move that conveyor belt, so... let's just keep that in mind. Now, could this truck move that and that? This is... is it going to unlock load? Okay, well... I don't know if you guys noticed how much that went down. Okay, now I'm gonna lock the low and see what happens. No, that's not no. Apparently the truck isn't too bad. So as long as I take it slow, it should be okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. Apparently I left the Massey Ferguson. Yeah, the Bobcat by itself would probably be a little much for this truck. Yeah, that's what I thought. We'll just take it nice and slow. So again, like, let me reiterate why I'm doing this, because I don't want to make 2 trips, basically, is what it boils down to. You probably could fit one or the other, but not both in this circumstance. But at least this is a bit quicker. So I guess I could increase the speed a little bit, 50%. Yeah, okay, it's not so bad. As long as you increase the speed slowly, it's not so bad. So, all right, let's just let the Massey Ferguson off here. There we go. More than one way to skin a cat, I suppose. Excellent. There we go. So, what's unfortunate about this Kid Forge Harvester, well, I should say it's really the West Trailer's problem. Because that West Trailer should, according to what they're telling me, it should be able to handle grass. But, as you can see, it does not handle grass as intended. So, makes me a bit sad, but these things do happen sometimes. Now, what will really bother me is if I try to pick up some silage and it doesn't handle silage either. But it's not, I don't know, it's not really an author's, maybe it is, but it says it can handle grass. And in this situation, the grass it can handle is the windrow, I guess the dried grass as opposed to the wet grass, so whatever. We'll fix it. Maybe not at the moment, but down the road, maybe we'll get it a little bit more into silage, just so we can check this out once again. There we go. So we can actually get a good stream of income coming in. We'll see. But that'll probably be once we get a Class Jaguar or something. Alright, there we go. Let's hop back into not this truck, but this truck. Let's bring this guy over here. There we go. Yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate that didn't work the way I wanted it to with the Kid Forge Harvester, but these things do happen. I don't know if there's even I'm not sure if that particular brand name is common in North America. I've never heard of it, but it's possible. Like I actually have seen some Keverlins here, or how you want to say that, and I've seen some other brands that that aren't, well, not North American, I guess. That's what I'm trying to get at. But you do see quite a few of them, like Pottinger you can see sometimes, but I'm not sure if that's North American though. So anyways, what we'll do is we'll sell a load of silage, and then I think we'll call it an episode, because that's going to bug me about that about the grass there. So alright, let's just do it this way, I guess. Not always the best way, but it does work, I suppose. So check this out. So this is how you can unload your bunker if you don't have a front loader yet. And there we go. It's kind of funny how you can make it work. So it does hold silage, so that's good. Let's just verify that it knows it's silage and not something else. Okay, whew. So that's probably what the grass texture is going to look like as well, actually. That's my guess, at least. There we go. Perfect. Let's grab this guy over here. So it's actually not very much silage, as you can see. It's just a little tiny bit. In the end, it's only a small tiny bit, but... Oops. Let's move this guy forward a little bit. There we go. Let's get the last little bit. And one of the main reasons why we're doing this is just so we have a little bit of a buffer. So when we actually need to fill up our seed and the fertilizer, we'll have a little bit of money to do that. That's the only reason why I'm doing this at this exact moment. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Because if this worked with the grass like it was supposed to, I would have done that instead. And then it would have been fine. But, alas. Things do not always go as they are. That's such a crazy animation. As intended. There we go. So we got $12,000. Wow, that's a lot more than I thought we were going to get from that. Okay, well, let's not get too crazy in silage, I guess, then. Alright. Stop the guy there. So I am going to turn this guy off as well. Gonna let these guys finish up here, and then I think what I'll do is I'll fix that west trailer between this episode and next, and then we'll take care of the pigs, I guess, next episode. I guess we could do that now. Well, at least the water part of it. No, I think I'm gonna wait, just because I know that seed and fertilizer is gonna take a little bit of time. Anyway, so we had intention to take care of the pigs today, but unfortunately not so much. Anyways, my name's Iain Robson. I'm gonna stop it there for now, folks. This is Farming Simulator 2013 on Central Kansas. I'll talk to you guys later.